Look at that. What do you see? Just sand and rocks? Me too. Loads of people dismiss this place for just desert, but not John Bonython and Bob Bristow. They could read a landscape like a book. Here they saw an opportunity. Chapter 1 of South Australian Northern Territory Oil Search Company had begun. These days, we call it Santos. And over the past 4 decades, the Cooper Basin has supplied nearly 40% of Eastern Australia's domestic gas needs. And as we look to the next horizon, there is nothing we value more than the ability to see things in a different light. Just like at Roma, you could see this as just another coal seam gas operation, but that's not the whole picture. We know how precious water is to farming communities like this, so we have pioneered world-class technology that monitors farmers' bores, and we treat water produced from coal seams and return it to the land so farmers can use it for irrigation. And together with the jobs we create and our investment in local businesses and infrastructure, we make sure that we are a benefit, not a burden to communities. We will only carry out drilling operations on private land where the landholder wants to host our operations. And here, 9 out of 10 of them say they'd have us back. That makes us proud. We're also proud of the fact that we've paid over $3 billion in royalties to the Australian people and invested over $10 billion in the Cooper Basin. And we're really proud of the fact that the Eastern Seaboard relies on us for the safe delivery of coal seam gas. Most people don't realise that 35% of the natural gas for Eastern Australia comes from coal seams, and in Queensland today, it's 90%. Is it surprising then that most haven't heard of us? Maybe. It's because we just get on with it without a fuss. But there's more to us than meets the eye. Like this $18.5 billion project on Curtis Island. It will send gas to the booming economies of Asia. And our investment in the project is revitalising regional Queensland economies. But infrastructure projects on the mainland are still not the full picture. We're offshore and overseas too. And Santos is the only Australian company here at Darwin LNG. We've also got plans to expand, and just over the border in Western Australia, Santos is one of the state's major domestic gas suppliers and looking to get bigger. We're also a partner in the Papua New Guinea LNG project. It will double PNG's gross domestic product, and we're growing new and existing projects in Indonesia and Vietnam. But all of this is only part of our vision. We also want to make sure we do it right. The Narrabri gas project, for example, is crucial to New South Wales' energy needs. It could supply up to half of the state's natural gas needs. And just as we do in Queensland, we're working closely with the Narrabri landholders to protect the land and the community's water resources. On top of that, the people of Narrabri will reap the rewards of a $160 million community benefit fund and hundreds of local jobs. When we look at the Pilliga, we don't just see the potential to avert a looming New South Wales energy shortfall, we see the bigger picture, the environment and the community. John Bonython and Bob Bristow saw things differently. And we're still breaking new ground where they broke it once before. Back here at the Cooper, we're kickstarting the shale gas industry in Australia, taking an entirely new perspective on our nation's energy future. That's what we've always done at Santos. Look at energy in a different way to everyone else. As we celebrate 60 years as an Australian energy pioneer, our major projects are on track to deliver a substantial financial reward to our shareholders and Australia. We're already writing the next chapter in our history by continuing to look to new horizons. What's next? Well, that's up to all of us.